ARDMS General Online Application Tutorial. ARDMS awards credentials in the following areas: Registered Diagnostic Medical Sonographer, RDMS, Registered Diagnostic Cardiac Sonographer, RDCS, Registered Vascular Technologist, RVT, and Registered Physician in Vascular Interpretation, RPVI. ARDMS credentials are earned by examination, and applicants are required to pass the Sonography Principles and Instrumentation Examination, SPI, and a corresponding specialty examination. This chart illustrates the various combinations of examinations needed to earn ARDMS credentials. Now that you are familiar with how credentials are earned, let's review an important first step in the application process: choosing a prerequisite or requirement. This step applies to first-time applicants only. To apply for a specialty examination, such as abdomen, you will have to choose a prerequisite. ARDMS offers several prerequisites under which to apply for an ARDMS examination. Each prerequisite requires 1. The appropriate educational background, 2. The necessary clinical ultrasound or vascular experience, and 3. Required documentation that must be submitted with the application by the stipulated due date. All 3 components of the prerequisite must be met before an application can be approved and an applicant can be allowed to examine. To view a complete list of the prerequisites, please visit www.ardms.org/prereq chart. A reapplicant is a candidate or registrant who has previously applied and been approved by ARDMS to take or has taken an ARDMS examination and who is applying to take another examination. This does not include an individual who has only been approved to sit for the Sonography Principles and Instrumentation (SPI) examination under the SPI examination requirement, or a registrant who has only earned the RPVI credential and is applying for the RDMS, RDCS, and/or RVT credentials. If your credentials were revoked for renewal noncompliance, renewal fee, and/or CMEs, and you are attempting to regain active status, you are considered a reapplicant. Individuals who previously applied and were determined to be ineligible are considered first-time applicants, not reapplicants. To apply for the SPI examination, a first-time applicant has 2 options: 1. To apply using an existing prerequisite, or 2. Apply under the SPI examination requirement. The SPI examination requirement was developed as a pathway for those who cannot meet the clinical stipulations of the ARDMS prerequisites. To meet the SPI examination requirement, applicants must have successfully completed a general, medical, or sonographic physics class, seminar, and/or course with a grade of C or better, or have an ARDMS accepted CME certificate that denotes a minimum award of 12 CMEs for a general, medical, or sonographic physics seminar, physics review course, or physics correspondence course. The SPI examination requirement allows applicants to apply for the SPI examination prior to graduation. The SPI examination requirement cannot be used when applying for a specialty examination, for example, abdomen. For specific SPI examination requirement information, visit www.ardms.org/SPI. The Prerequisite and Requirement Eligibility Program, also called PREP, is an online guidance tool that provides first-time applicants with a recommended prerequisite or requirement to use when applying for an ARDMS examination. To take advantage of the PREP program, please visit www.ardms.org/PREP. The only way to apply for an ARDMS examination is online, using the simple, safe, and secure online application. Visit www.ardms.org and click on Apply Online, located under the Quick Links section of the website, or simply type www.ardms.org/apply into your browser. Now that you are on the Apply Online page, click the link that says Apply Online for the examinations relating to the RDMS, RDCS, or RVT credentials. Be sure to read through the application information and click on the link that prompts you to continue on with the application process. ARDMS has changed the name of the Registrant Resources login section of ardms.org to My ARDMS. My ARDMS caters to two distinct audiences: registrants and registered users. A registrant is someone who has earned a credential, RDMS, RVT, RDCS, and/or RPVI with ARDMS. A registered user is an individual who has created a profile and password in My ARDMS. Each group will be able to update and manage personal information, view and print receipts, and check their registry status. As always, ARDMS is committed to protecting the security and integrity of our registrants' and applicants' personal information. Once you have read through the application information, select whether you are an existing or new user. An existing user is someone who has previously applied using the online application and has created a username and password. A new user is someone who does not have a username or password. Your login information is the same login you have for My ARDMS, formerly Registrant Resources. If you have not set up a login for My ARDMS yet, please use the New User Registration to create one. Once you have completed the new user registration process and have received your confirmation email, you will need to then log in under Existing User using the ARDMS number and password you created. After logging in, you will see that all of your address information has been populated for you based on the information you provided when registering. You will then be asked to complete the following sections: employment information, examination information, and educational background. Each ARDMS general examination is $200. Based on your selection, the total will automatically be calculated. First-time applicants need to select a prerequisite or requirement under which to apply for their examination. To view the list of prerequisites, please visit www.ardms.org/prereq-chart. ARDMS encourages applicants to apply for the SPI examination using a prerequisite if they are able to meet the listed requirements. Reapplicants will not need to select a prerequisite. However, they may be required to send in an up-to-date clinical verification form. Next, you will be asked to complete general compliance information, such as disciplinary actions, violations, compliance, and agreement to conditions. There will then be an information verification page. Please read this page carefully and make sure that all the information is accurate. For your convenience, ARDMS offers two methods of payment: by credit card online, which is completely safe and secure, or by mailed payment. The last part of the online application is the application summary that reviews your information and gives you a list of the required supporting documentation you will need to mail into the ARDMS office by the stipulated due date. Once ARDMS has approved your application, you will be able to print your examination confirmation letter by logging in to My ARDMS, www.ardms.org/myardms. If the third column of your application summary page does not list any documentation or payment required for submission, you can print your examination confirmation letter immediately by logging in to My ARDMS. Within 2 business days, you will be able to schedule your appointment with the testing vendor. Additionally, an original copy of the examination confirmation letter will be mailed to your home address on record. Before scheduling your examination, take advantage of the examination resources we offer. ARDMS offers practice examinations for the SPI and most specialty examinations. The practice examinations provide the user with a general feel for the pace of the real exam, as well as a quick overview of possible content areas. ARDMS also offers content outlines for every examination. Content outlines are free informational resources that break down the content of each examination administered by ARDMS. To take advantage of these resources, visit www.ardms.org. After receiving your examination confirmation letter and preparing for the examination, please visit www.catglobal.com/ARDMS to find a local testing center and to schedule your examination. Please remember, when you show up to take your examination, be sure to have 2 forms of current valid signature identification. The name on the ID must exactly match the name on the examination confirmation letter. Thank you for listening. We hope this will serve as a valuable resource when applying for ARDMS examination.